All right, I'm inside this barn here. It's sort of windy here today, and I want some good acoustics anyway so we can hear these detectors. I'm in this barn with a Minelab Equinox 800, and I've got a DEus 2 over here, and that DEus 2 is not on. Okay, and I've got a cell phone here. Now, this is one of them pay-as-you-go jobs, but it does work, okay? The phone is currently off. Now, I got a metal roof on this barn, but there's a freezer running right here, okay? I'm gonna run this coil down here. That's where that motor is on that freezer. Hear that? That detector's picking that up. But now I'm not gonna do this test over here close to this freezer. Okay. I'm gonna noise cancel this detector. We're gonna check both these detectors. I'm gonna turn this cell phone on, okay? That's 24 sensitivity. That sounds pretty quiet right there. All right. Turn this cell phone on. Just see what happens. I ain't never used a cell phone detected, okay? I don't take one with me. I ain't got no cell phone service where I'm standing. I take it when I go out of town and away from the house where I do have service, okay? Now, when it comes on, it's not going to be in airplane mode. It's on. It'll be able to receive a call and make a call. Now, maybe not inside this barn here with this metal roof, but this phone's doing something, okay? It's on. Well, I don't hear this detector getting unruly. I ain't even noise cancel. Part 2, it's quiet as a mouse. 24 sensitivity. Field 1, field 2. I'm moving this cell phone around this module. Now I'm not gonna get it down there. That don't tell me nothing. But I'm up here, okay? About as high as it would be if I was using this detector. Now I can't tell you this thing's not affecting this detector. I mean, it may be silent EMI. I couldn't tell you, okay? Beach 1. So see, I've got 1X service here on this phone. I can receive text messages. I just can't make phone calls, okay? Beach 2. Phone's still on. Prospecting 1. Prospecting 2. I don't hear anything that tells me, you know, I don't hear any audible EMI calls by this phone being on, okay? Out of airplane mode. Okay, moving it around here. That's 24 sensitivity. Maybe you can see that in that camera there. This is a no trick. I don't do trick videos, boys, okay? I'm just wanting, people may want to know. I've heard complaints about using this detector here with cell phones, okay? I've never used one. I couldn't tell you with a cell phone. I'm gonna turn this camera off and get this DEus 2 fired up. DEus 2 in this barn fired up, okay? I'm gonna start. I've got all these programs. Audio response is maxed to 7. The speaker on this machine is maxed to level 9, okay? Every factory program on it and the sensitivity in every factory program is dialed to 95. This phone is off, okay? And I'm gonna go over here by this refrigerator and see what we get when we go down here by this motor. So we get a little pulsation action down there where that motors are running, okay? So I'm gonna be over here about the same area I was testing that Equinox. I'm not trying to make either detector look bad or good. We're gonna get the real deal, okay? So before I turn this phone on, I'm gonna go through every one of these programs, but we're gonna give a delay because we've got auto noise scan on, okay? That's general program sensitivity 95. Quiet. Sensitive program. Quiet. Sensitive FT. Quiet. Fast program. Quiet. Park program. Quiet. Deep high conductor. Quiet. I'm not going to check the DEus mono. Goldfield. Quiet. Relic program. Quiet. Diving program. Quiet. Beach program. Quiet. Beach sensitive. Okay, beach sensitive, give a couple of chirps there, but it seems quiet. Okay, that's all the factory programs in this machine. Okay, so I'm going back to the beginning. Okay. General program. Gonna turn this phone on. Now remember, now I've not done a noise. I didn't do any noise canceling with the Equinox. I just turned the phone on and it just happened to be quiet. Okay, so I may have to noise cancel this machine. I don't know. It's on. The phone is on. We'll let the screen come up on it. Okay. I hear a little chirping going on. Minute, but still hear a little bit. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to toggle out of general, come back into general. Let it do another auto noise cancel with this phone being on. See what it sounds like. Move this phone around up here around this remote. Okay. I can go down here, but that's not going to tell me nothing. It'll detect the phone, okay, as far as metal. So that sounds pretty quiet, okay? I got this phone all around this remote here, in between the call and the remote, okay? All right, I'm going to toggle to sensitive mode. Now, it did auto noise cancel itself with this phone being on, okay? Quiet as a church mouse. That's 95 sensitivity. Sensitive FT, which this is basically the same as the last program, just different tones, but we get to hear it. Fast program. Okay. Park program. Now that click we're hearing may be where it's stopped with its auto noise cancel, because it did it in the last program too, okay? It's quiet as a mouse. Deep high conductor. All these are in 95 sensitivity. I went through before I turned this camera on to save time, okay? I can even show you here if you don't believe me. Well, I need to change that one there, I guess. I'll put it back to 95. That's... Let's shake this coil around a little bit. Hear that? So when I shake that coil, I'm getting some racket, okay? Wiggle it again. Okay. DEus mono, Goldfield. Quiet as a church mouse. If I shake the detector violently, I get that kind of racket there. Relic program. Again, I go in here and look. She's on 95 sensitivity. Diving program. .95 sensitivity. Beach program. Quiet as a church mouse. Beach sensitive. 95 sensitivity. That's all of them, okay? So I don't see anything, this phone being on in here, but now it ain't outside, you know, and I can't tell you if it's affecting the depth of detection of this detector because of the supposed silent EMI, okay? But I am going to do another test coming up here. It may not be today. It's too windy. I want you all to be able to hear the detectors, but I'm going back here in this field over this pert near 10-inch deep dime, okay? And we're going to put this detector over that dime, and I'm going to put that E-track and that equinox up close. Now, I can't say how close, but we're just going to see it. Can I fool this detector where I can't hear that dime? And I may reverse the roles, meaning I may put this detector out there with the E-track and see if I can fool that equinox with a good noise cancel. And I may try to fool the E-track, putting this detector out there in the equinox to see which one can I fool to not see that dime. Meaning, you know, can I keep them from detecting that dime because of the EMI? There could be a little bit too much made of EMI, okay? I mean, fringe depth targets maybe, but some of this stuff that's mid-depth and shallower, it's probably not such a big deal. But, you know, the quieter running detector, you know, is more enjoyable to run, okay? I'm not going to kid you. Especially for a beginner. You all used to, if any of you all watched, Dankowski used to run one of those original F-75s. Anybody that's run one of them, I've got one of his machines, okay? You're probably going to see it back here in this field, too. How you could decipher targets out of that mess, boys, it took a real trained ear is all I can tell you. And it wasn't for me, okay? I've got the machine to do something else different, actually, besides detect, and I may show you. So I hope you enjoyed the video.